Hello, Dr. Tawana Worlds by birth, also known as a disruptor. Did you know that millions who grew up in poverty also die in poverty? Have you ever heard the saying, what good can come out of the hood? Well, I'm here to disrupt for just a minute. Yes, I was that little girl that grew up in the hood, grew up in the ghetto, single mother, absent father, eating out of the trash can just to survive. But I was also that girl that determined way back then that I was not going to become a product of my past. And now I help others do the same thing. I'm not a victim, I'm a victor. I help men and women from similar backgrounds find value in their own vault and create wealth from within.
What's up? What's up? What's up? What's going on, family? What's going on, cousins? Hold on one second. Let me see if I can get this shared to the destinations that I needed to be shared to, because they on some weird stuff on this social media platform. Hope all is well with everybody. Hope all is well with everybody. I'm not going to be here long, but I'm going to be here strong. Okay, short, sweet, straight to the beat. Make sure that I'm live over here. All right, let's roll. All right, beautiful people. Wanted to come by here. Got some amazing opportunities, okay? Most of you all know that I am not in my own domain. I am out of state, and I am on a rescue assignment, right? So that means that I got to get out here and grind. Got to get out here and grind because there's just things going on. I don't know why Facebook is acting the way that it is acting, but if you are coming on here, could you do me a favor and help me beat these demons on this social media platform and simply share this? Share this with somebody. It ain't let me share it. I ain't going to hold the time up too long, but it's not allowing me to share. I may have something that somebody that you know want, especially if it's not something that you want, okay? But I do got some amazing opportunities. I haven't been able to come by here and go live as often as I would like to do so because of the situation that is at hand. Again, I am out of state. I'm not in my own domains. And yeah, I got on here and do some things, make sure that me and my family is straight while I'm helping somebody else's family. With that being said, I got some opportunities that I don't think, especially if this pertains to you, you want to pass up, okay? First and foremost, we literally have about maybe 3 weeks to a little bit over 3 weeks to utilize this credit sweep, to utilize these data breaches, to utilize the CFPB. We only have like 3 weeks, okay, before they shut it all down. They got little systems in place now that if we try to use the sweeps after they cut off time, the new year, they have some systems in place that kind of try to block us. And I've been saying this for a whole entire year, y'all. Use these sweeps. They help you get your credit together in days, not months. You ain't got to dance back and forth with the credit bureaus or any of that. I have an aggressive credit sweep that will remove your negative items in 4 days. Okay, I have a 7-day credit sweep, but the one that I am promoting, the one that I'm telling you to push, 4 days. You can have everything on your credit report that is negative, that is harming you, hurting you, stopping you from having the things or doing the things that you want to do. One thing about it is if you don't have any money, you can leverage your credit. That's the beautiful blessing in credit. We've been taught wrong that credit is bad because we get in debt and then we don't know how to get out of it. But no, we need to be doing what the wealthy people is doing. And now they are putting restrictions and limitations on it. So cousins, I have a bona fide opportunity. It is a live only opportunity. Okay. It is not an opportunity you can sleep on. You can go think about later on. No, it's right here and it's right now. It's live only. Okay. I will give you this 4-day credit sweep. That is going to remove all of the negative items from your credit report. Give yourself the best gift that you could ever give during this holiday season, or get it for your mom, or get it for your auntie, or get it for your grown adult children. It really don't matter. Something in here that I do have will allow you to set your younger kids up, because you can add this to their credit, even though they don't have a credit report, right? Even though they are still minor children. Something that I have in here, especially the trade line, is where you can add trade lines to your younger children's credit reports, so that when they get older, when they graduate, when they leave the house, when they're ready to go out and be on their own, they will have an immaculate credit score. So first things first, okay? I'm going to let y'all get this on the live only. I'm only going to let y'all get this on the live. You're going to get the 4-day credit sweep, which is going to remove all negative items, late payments, hard inquiries, any derogatory accounts, charge-offs, evictions, student loans, child support, check system, you name it, it will remove all of those and some. It's going to sweep your credit and give you pretty much a clean profile. And then I'm going to throw in the trade line plug. The trade lines is going to actually boost your credit. So if you remove the negative credit and say, for instance, everything is removed and you looking at like at a 620, you can add a trade line that closes today, or you can add a trade line that closes on Monday. And then 7 days from there, it usually take about 7 to 10 days. Sometimes it'd be sooner. You can have your score increase up to 200 points just by adding the right trade line. And the trade line plug that I'm going to give you is going to allow you to add the right trade line, right? So if it's a $30,000, $50,000 trade line, all of that history, that credit limit, all of that goes to your report, which boosts your score. So now you've removed all the negative items. Now you've added the trade line to reflect positive account, positive history, positive credit limit. Okay. I'm going to give you the 24-hour hard inquiry play. The reason why I'm going to give you that is because after you sweep your credit and then you boost it with the trade line, what you can do is you can go and get you some funding. Okay. I'm going to give you a way to go apply for $200,000 funding. The sweep is going to get your credit profile the right way so that the banks will fund you. Importance of the sweep. Some people think because I have a 600 credit score, I'm fundable. Some people think because I don't have any accounts on my credit, profile, that I'm fundable. That is not what the banks look at. When you go to get funding, the banks are looking at positive credit history, your debt to income ratio, your credit score. It's a mixture of things. So when you utilize this credit sweep, what it does is it removes the negative items that the bank is going to automatically deny you for. It removes, the hard inquiries. It removes the late payments. It removes the derogatory accounts. It removes the remarks. So it has your profile looking beautiful enough to go get funding. But when you double that and add a trade line to it, and you boost your score and you add positive history. So I'll give you an example. If I was to add a $50,000 trade line, and this $50,000 trade, $50,000 limit has been given to the person that I'm utilizing their credit history back in 2014. It's 2025. Okay, that's 11 years worth of positive credit history on top of the $50,000 credit limit, right? And then it's going to show that the income to debt ratio is low. It's supposed to be under 10%. Some of them have 3%. Some of them have 9%. No late payments. All that positive history for the last 11 years will be added to your credit report. So when you go get funding, the banks is going to see you don't have any negative accounts. They're also going to see that you have had positive trade line added for the last 11 years with a $50,000 limit. And then you can go get funding. So when you go into a bank and you say, hey, I need to get $50,000 in funding, they will give you that $50,000. Why? Because somebody has already given you $50,000. That is what's reflected on your credit report. They see somebody has already given you 50,000, and for the last 11 years, you have maintained that $50,000 credit limit. So now you got the sweep, you got the trade line, you can go hit the funding, go get the funding. Where the 24-hour hard inquiry comes into play is after you go get that first batch of funding. Because I teach you how to get multiple batches of funding. It's called funding stacking. So you can get the most, for the minimum, literally. I give you the 200,000 funding play where you can go and get 75 from here, 25 from here. You can go get another 100,000 from Amex. So now you've got the funding. You're going to have a hard inquiry. The 24-hour hard inquiry removal removes the hard inquiry that you just went and put on your credit report. It removes that in 24 hours. So what happens is you can wait that 24 hours. I would suggest waiting 48 to 72 hours, right? This is how I would do the play to make it make sense to you. Sweep my credit today. By Wednesday of next week, my credit will be swept. I would add a trade line on that Wednesday. So by the following Wednesday, I'd have a positive. My score would be in the 800s. I'd have positive history added to my credit report. I had all the negative history removed. On that following Wednesday, I would go to Navy Federal. I would go to Chase Bank. Chase Bank will give you 150,000 with no documents, meaning no tax papers, no bank statements showing that, you're receiving funds. Chase Bank alone will give you 150,000. Navy will give you 75,000. And then they got another card for 25,000. That's already 200,000. I ain't even mentioned the 100K you can go get from Amex. And there's a way to go get that 100,000 from Amex at the same time. In the 200K funding play, I show you how to open up multiple tabs and be able to get $100,000, right? So you're going to get a hard inquiry because you went to Chase, you got 150 from them. You went to Navy, got 75 from them. You went to Amex, got 100 from them, right? 100,000. It's going to hit your credit report with a hard inquiry because they pulled your report to get you approved. The 24-hour hard inquiry removal, you go ahead and remove those hard inquiries or that hard inquiry from your report so that the following week you can go to Unify. You can go to AFFCU. You can go to NIHFCU. You can go to 3 more different banks and hit them for 200K as well. So you have a whole entire package. When I said earlier that you can take the trade lines and add them to, this is not just about you. It could be for your children or your family. When you get these trade lines, when you get the plug, you can literally add a trade line, like a $10,000 trade line to your child's social security number, which gives them positive history. So when they leave the house, when they graduate, when they go off on their own, they will have an opportunity to go get funding. They will have an opportunity to go buy property. They will have an opportunity where they ain't got to go sign up for Popeyes or Taco Bell and get, a slave wage type of job. They can literally, you can put a trade line on a child's social security that's 5 years of age. Most of us don't know that. Most of us don't know that you can actually boost your kids' credit reports by adding trade lines. If you have a credit card, you can add your kid to that trade line and give them positive history. So it doesn't just work for you. Also, what you could do with all of the things that I am offering to you today, you can sell it. So if you wanted to say, hey, let me help my homegirl. Hey, homegirl, I got a 4-day credit sweep. I got the trade line plug. We can get into, funding together. We can go start something. We can go buy an apartment complex. We can go buy a hotel. We can go buy a car wash. We can go do whatever because we're sitting with $200,000 to $400,000 in funding off of a 4-day credit sweep play, a trade line plug that we add the trade lines to our credit reports. Put your kids on, put your mama on. This is the best Christmas gift that you can give to anybody. Real talk is the gift of financial freedom. Don't be out there spending money and you don't have no means to make it back except to go trade your muscle for money. Hold on, let me see if this will allow me to share this again. It was giving me an issue. Give me 60 seconds. Let me see. Let me see. I don't know why it did that. These social media platforms be working my nerves a little bit, but let me see if it's going to let me do what I need to do. Let me see if that will work. If not, then we just going to go ahead and roll with it. Yep. I don't know what is going on with Facebook. Facebook is so whack. Literally. Yeah, so I have that whole entire bundle for $97. The 4-day credit sweep, and we only got 3 weeks to use this play. TransUnion and caught on, Equifax, Experian, they have been so much under fire for doing, scandalous activities against us as consumers that the CFPB and all of that stuff have sued them. So now when we send in our credit sweeps through, they are running them through because they're under fire. But because Donald Trump is taking away the CFPB in January, that he's not funding it no more, this is where we do the credit sweep through. This is who we go through to get the credit bureaus to take the stuff off of our credit reports. So we literally have only 3 weeks. I'm offering this to y'all for $97. Normally I sell the credit sweep. Anybody will tell you that and bought it for $197 just by itself. Normally I sell the trade line plug for $97 just by itself. Normally I sell the 200,000 funding play for $297 or $497 just by itself. I'm allowing, and the 24-hour hard inquiry removal, I sell that normally for $97 by itself. So a total of $597, $697, you can have it for $97. That's the greatest gift to give to yourself, is financial freedom, financial leverage. $97, you can go spend that in Walmart on one toy. Or you could take $97 and say, look, I'm going to spend this money for Christmas, for my family, on gifts, but I do have something that will make me money back. Everybody need credit. Everybody need money. And if you have tools in your hand or in your possession where you can service everybody all year long, during a recession, during a pandemic, during anything, because credit's still going to be needed. Credit's still going to be necessary. During the 2020 pandemic, them debt collectors were still calling for their money, even if it was on pause. When it came off of pause, you owed them all that money. It didn't go nowhere. Funding, people need money every day. So it is a stream of income that you can have residually or passively coming in every single month on autopilot. Instead of you buying something that somebody's going to use once or twice, a nice gift, get on camera, hey, this is pretty, bought my mama this, and they really ain't going to get much use out of it, or they might use it every now and again. No, give the best gift that you can give, and that's financial freedom. You know how many of our people is in debt the wrong way because we didn't know how to leverage that? Because we don't know how to leverage their money to make us money. This is the best gift that you can give, and it's $97. Any of y'all want it? Let me know now. Okay. $97. It is only a live only opportunity. You can only get it, swoop it up while it's live, while I'm live. When I end the live, that opportunity is off the table, and then you can piece it up and pay whatever you want to. But this is how me and many of my clients have been able, and I have showed receipts. I'm on my phone, so I can't go and say, hey, here's a receipt for this, but y'all done seen. If I tell you can make $220,000, you can make $220,000. You can get that funded to you. I've showed y'all receipts. I've showed y'all receipts of one of my clients being approved for $376,000. I'm literally handing you a way out of financial lack, a way out of financial poverty. I'm literally handing it to you for $97. So let me know down below if you want that, okay? information is on the screen right above that ticker that's sliding across the screen. Say, if you could solve a problem, you'll never have a money problem. This is a problem that you can solve that will always keep you with some money in your pocket, in your bank account, on your payment platforms. If you just go type in credit on Facebook, if you just go type in credit on YouTube, if you just go type in credit on Instagram, you will see the type of engagement and the multitudes of people who need credit help. If you can help somebody in the next 3 weeks and make you a $10,000 bag, just helping them with the sweep and offering what I'm offering to you, you can take the same package and sell it for $97. You can take the same package and sell it for more than $97, as I have done myself and as many others have done. There are several people in my space that will not even sell you the credit sweep unless you give them $750. If they do it for you, it's 10 times more. I'm putting my cousins on and letting you get advantage or take opportunity of this credit sweep. It's a bundle. Credit sweep, remove the negative credit. I add the positive credit funding. Go get the bag, 24-hour hard inquiry removal. Remove the inquiry and then go rinse, wash, and repeat. Go get another bag. Put your husband on. You and your husband go at the same time. You get 200,000, he get 200,000. Y'all own. You and your adult children, you and your parent or your parents, you and your bestie. Now, the more the merrier. Okay, so $97 for that is what I have. The medical courier. Right now, it is medical courier money time. And that just does not mean that you a medical courier, that you're only transporting medical supplies. No, the medical courier app is like a DoorDash on steroids. You work when you want to, for how much you want to, using your vehicle. As long as your vehicle is over a 2006 and you got a driver's license, babe, you got thousands of dollars ready to be made. Turn on the app, pick which one you want to go with. If you want to go pick up, some clothes from the cleaners for the billionaire in the hills. If you want to go pick up some cookies for the office party for $100, go pick them up. If you wanted to go pick up, some auto supply parts to take it to the auto supply shop, then you can pick that up for $150. Medical courier, you can make $2,000 a day. And I have the play. That's all you need is a blueprint. How do I make $2,000 a day? You're going to get the medical courier, and it has 150 different medical couriers that you can go through. Sign up today, be driving tomorrow. Start making you some money. If you ain't doing nothing around the house, you got an extra hour or two to go pick up some subways for these government office parties and drop them off. And they tip deliciously. You hear me? This is not no Uber. This is not no DoorDash where you getting $1 tip. No, these are, I'm not going to say jobs, or these are pickups that you can go and pick up, like I said, some cookies for $95. I got receipts. You can go pick up a cleaner's job for somebody for $125 plus a tip. So I give you the 150 apps that you can go sign up with, the top apps, and then the $2,000 a day play is going to tell you specifically which apps, how they paying, how you want to go ahead and work the operation. If you go and add a Twig card for $125, that will allow you to get on the base or in any federal governmental space. They pay big dollars, $500 to go drop off some uniforms, to or maybe go drop off some folders for new recruits. Maybe go pick up a veteran and take him to his appointment or something like that, or pick up some medication for a veteran. I didn't mean to say pick up a veteran, a person, because medical courier is not picking up anybody in your vehicle. It's only picking up the supply. So I have the medical courier and the $2,000 a day. If you really do your research on Courier, they have $10,000 contracts for Courier. They say, hey, every Saturday, can you go and pick up this for the next 2 or 3 months? This is a $10,000 contract. You know how many of our young men we can take off the streets, out the hood, getting them to make money on their own, using this to make, these are all good gifts to give to yourself, to give to your family, especially the way that our economy is going, the way our country is headed. We gonna need extra resources. We need a way to make more money without trading our time and our muscle for it. Everything is inflated. People barely can live off the prices, the food prices, the gas prices, the insurance prices, the rent prices. Everything is inflated except our money. So these are opportunities for you to be able to make you some extra income while you sleep, while you don't got to do anything. You literally don't have to do anything. Cop it from me, make you a post, call your peoples on the phone. Hey, this is what I got. You can go to social media and make a post, something like this. Hey, I got a 4-day credit suite, trade line plug, 24-hour hard inquiry removal, and 200,000 funding play for $97. Comment below. Check the comments for my Cash App. Make your payment, send me an email. I'll send it to you. Simple. Something as simple as that. You can rack up 2 to 3, 500, 1,000, just depending on, the response. But everybody, and you can do that every day. You don't got to even post nothing new. You ain't got to show your face. You ain't got to have no LOC. You ain't got to, it ain't going to mess up your Section 8. It ain't going to mess up your Social Security. None of that. This is a income hustle that will bring you in an extra $97 to $1,000 a day. Everybody need money. Everybody need credit. Everybody needs to find a way to make money. Everybody. When I have DoorDash delivered, it ain't just regular smuggler people. No, I've had a pest control man drop off a DoorDash order for me from Dollar General or somewhere on his pest control car. I've had people with drop top, Mercedes and Lamborghinis pull up. Older people, especially in Atlanta. People is out getting extra money. Why? So that they can keep up with the cost of living. And if you don't want to do it, I'm too good to do that. Or I don't want to do that. I don't want to use my car. Well, babe, sell it to somebody who do. It's 2 ways to make money. It's 2 ways to get paid. And that is how you can utilize it for $97. So if you want that, put a 2 in the chat. That's the medical courier. It is booming right now. There are so many people looking for couriers. They don't want to wait on Amazon. They don't want to wait on DHL. They would rather pay you that good money to use your vehicle and make sure they stuff get delivered the same day. And all you got to do is go to an app, turn it on. Boom. I'm going to take that one for $150. I'm going to drop that off. I'm going to take another one for $150. I'm going to drop that off. I just did me $300 within an hour. I'm cool. This extra money I can go and use for food or whatever you're going to do during this to travel. You want to go see your family, to help out your family, to pay your bills, to pay your rent. There's so many people that come to me be like, Dr. T, can you just help me? I'm in this. Here's your help. Here's your help. I'm trying to help everybody out of my resources, but I'm offering you opportunities to exchange not even a whole $100 bill. Something you can go into Walmart and get 5 items in, that's $100. And you're going to get a one-time use out of it. Something you're going to go into a nail shop and you're going to have these nails, or something you can go into and spend $100 on some gas. And you ain't going to do nothing but get up the road until you have to put some more gas on it. None of that replenishes itself. So you need something that, hey, I can replenish it. Even if I don't need to use it now, I will have it in the chamber. So whenever I need to pull it out, I have me some digital assets. And the good part about it, I ain't got to ship nothing. I ain't got to produce nothing. I ain't got to have no production. I ain't got to have no team doing. Hey, it's a simple click that link, hit my Cash App, hit my PayPal, and here it is in your email, delivered. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Okay. So I have that. I'm just going over a couple opportunities that I have right now that you can grab or take a hold of. These are on live opportunities, meaning while I'm live, you can take advantage of these. While I'm live. When I'm off, it goes back to the regular price. Period, point blank. The reason why I keep bringing them to y'all is because these are what's allowing myself and other people to make us $100 to $1,000 every single day. Every single day. And you ain't got to worry about what they got on going. Hey, am I going to make it? Am I going to be able? You ain't got to worry about all of that, okay? I'll go over a couple more, and then I'm going to announce I'm looking for 3 people who want to do a pretty dope project, okay? I'm going to tell y'all about that in just a minute. Land bank list, workshop, and raffle to win you some land, $97. If you want to know where to go buy you some land and become a land flipper, now let me give you the game on this. It's $97. I'm going to tell you the price off the top. You get the land banking workshop, which shows you everything that you need to do, how to do it, to buy the land, how to bid on property, how to win the bid. You can go and buy you some land today. You can go buy you some land for $200 today. You can go buy you some land for $300 today. That's already valued at like $1,200. So you go spend $300 and then you are automatically sitting in the positive $1,200. The land is already valued at $1,200. If you want to sell the land for $1,200, you can sell it and have a wire within 48 hours into your bank account. You didn't just got a $900 return on your $300 investment. And now that money is in your bank account, right? You can go and buy some land for $300. It's already valued at $1,200. And you can go say, hey, I have land for those who want to build, a house on some land. They don't want to go the traditional way. That could refer to migrants. Migrants are always looking for land. They like to stay in the rural areas off the map. They like to raise their chickens. They like to raise their goats. They like to, work on cars. Not only that, there's other people who credit will not qualify them to go buy a house, but they have dreams of becoming homeowners. So you can take that land and say, hey, I only invested $300 for it. It's valued at $1,200. I'm going to sell it for $2,000. You can put $500 down and then make monthly payments for the next, 4 or 5 months at $150 and build your dream home on this. Without going through the banks, without having to run your credit check. This is how you become a landlord. This is called land banking. And you have the ability to know how to do it. Okay? That's the importance. People are not poor because they don't have resources. They poor because they don't know how to access or use the resources. They don't know how to get in the game and play. They don't know how to leverage this. They don't know what to do. I'm extending an opportunity for you to invest $97 to learn $50,000, $100,000 game, period. $1 million game. This will make you millionaires. You ever own some land, you will never be poor. Ever. You own you some land, you will never, ever struggle. Ever. If you don't do nothing with that land, but just let it sit there, it appreciates. By next year, if it's worth $1,200 now, it'll be $2,400. Don't let nothing start being built around it. Now it appreciates. You can go and take out your equity on the land. You can lease your land. The government is always looking for conservation projects, You can lease your land. Put a billboard on that bad boy. Just leave it as dirt and let somebody park on your dirt. Okay? Mobile home parking, RV parking, big truck parking. It's so many ways. You can plant lavender on your land. Lavender is used in so many different things, in teas and bath products and aromatherapies. That's $100,000 every single year. You plant the lavender, have somebody come and pluck it up, sell. It's $100,000 niche every single year. You only do it once a year. You can plant some hay. You know how many animals need hay? Plant that hay on that dirt. Y'all come and collect it up, bundle it up, roll it up. And that's $100,000 to $150,000 per year. I'm putting y'all onto some real game, real wealth activities. I say these are side hustles, but this generates wealth, credit, funding, okay? medical courier. Now you have an opportunity to use your vehicle to not allow it to just be a bill. You're paying a monthly bill, but you ain't got no money coming in to continue to pay that monthly bill. You have to go trade your muscle and you have to go trade your time to pay a monthly bill just to say you got a nice vehicle. The devil is a liar. Use the vehicle and make it a stream. Stop paying on a vehicle that's parked more percentage of the time than you're driving it. Like, we not doing that. Land banking. Become landlords. Can't nobody evict you from your own property. You can go build what you want to. You can go get the credit sweep, get that funding, buy that land for dirt cheap, and then go build you a 6-bedroom, 5-bedroom house on their money. On their money. This is what the wealthy people do. So you can get the land banking workshop, and then it has the list in all 50 states, including Puerto Rico, where you can go buy this land for dirt cheap. This is not land you can get on Land Watch. This is not land that you can get on Land Flip. This is not land that you can find typing in and going to your regular Google search and trying to find land. No. Do y'all know I have access to 60 acres and you only paying $250 a month? Do you know what you can do with that farmland? Why you think China and all these billionaires are buying land? Why do you think that? Why do you think they so interested in farmland? Oh, you think they just out here buying? It's a wealth tool. Jesus Christ, I wish my people wake up. It's a wealth tool. That's why people are buying it, because it produces wealth. And they ain't got to go work, and they ain't got to go trade their time for no money, period. Okay? So you can get the land banking workshop. I'll show you everything from A to Z, how to get the land, where to find the land at, what to look for in areas where you are looking for land so that you get the most for the minimum. If I go buy land and there ain't no power poles around, if I go buy land and there ain't no sewer around, I know ain't no lights gonna be able to go up there. I know ain't no bathrooms and running water gonna be. So I teach you how to do that. Not only that, I give you the game on funding, how you can go use other people's money to buy the land, especially if you buy it in a certain place. They have USDA loans and all kind of stuff that will allow you to buy the land and build on the land. Babes, I'm not even going to mention the land banking after this anymore, because I realize, like, you literally just giving this stuff away for some $97. Do you know how much I paid to learn land banking? $10,000 just to learn it. That ain't even including the list. It's just to learn how to land bank. $10,000. You can have it for $97. The mentorship. I mean, not the excuse me. Not the mentorship. You can have the workshop. You can have the land banking list. And then you can be entered into a raffle to win anywhere from 0.11 to 0.16 acres of land for $97. If you want that, I said the credit suite bundle for those that just coming on, you get, and I'm going to recap in just a moment, okay? All these things I've offered you for $97, okay? I'm going to jump off here in about 17 minutes. But before I jump off here, I'm going to announce the 3 people that I'm looking for and what's the project that we're doing. In case any of my cousins need extra income, that's why I started with the $97, because $97 ain't nothing. You can have a hundo in your hand right now and go into the store and buy some snacks, buy some drinks, and babe, you're down to $30. $100 is nothing in 2025. But it can become something so big and so beneficial for you to be able to continuously make that money over and over and over again. Do you know how long it would take you to go and put something together that you can sell? Create the product, ship out the product, get the people. Nah, this stuff that people already want. So I'm going to recap before I tell you the 3 people that I'm looking for on this project, on this assignment, okay? And the reason why I am offering it to you live only is simply because I'm out of state helping rescue a person from a very volatile, dangerous life or death situation. And it costs us money to be out here. We're not in our own zone. We're not at our own home. You know, it costs you more to live in multiple hotels because there's safety involved, keeping the person safe, keeping them out of harm. When you're running from a DV situation and you're trying to escape with your life and your children, that costs money. Okay. So I'm offering these live only opportunities for that purpose and that purpose only. I'm going to recap what I said for those that are just coming on here in case you missed it, because when I end this live, it's a wrap. I have the 4-day credit sweep. You only got about 3 weeks left to utilize this. Donald Trump shutting down the CFPB, who works for us when it comes to fighting these credit bureaus. That's how we're getting positive. You go look it up. TransUnion is coming out with something called credit washing to stop people from using the sweeps, because they say from last year to now, millions of people have found a way to sweep their credit. And you know how much money they lost? Not being able to hold you in captivity. You know how much money they lost? So of course, I tell my cousins all the time when I come by here, I'm coming by here while it's still bottom level, while it's still basement. Okay, I'm coming by here while it's still bottom level basement. Because when you start getting to the 3rd, 4th, 5th floor, especially when they see us coming by the boatloads, the first thing they gonna do is change the game up so we can't get in the game. So the 4-day credit sweep will remove all your negative items from your credit report. I'm also throwing in the trade line plug that you can use in your life. Add your kids to trade lines, better their credit. Put your mama, your husband, your boyfriend, your baby daddy, your side piece, whatever you got going on, y'all can go together. Your business bestie. Hey, let's sweep our credit. By next week, our credit will be swept. Let's add these trade lines. Okay. 7 days after that, we can both go get 200,000. I'm giving you the sweep. I'm giving you the trade line plug. I'm giving you the $200,000 in funding, how you can go run it up with Amex, how you can go run it up with Navy, how you can go run it up with Chase Bank. No documents. They're not asking for bank statements, tax records. They're not asking for any of that. That credit got to look a certain way, and that sweep in them trade lines is going to get you all the way together. I guarantee you in 30 days or less, you can have you $200 to $300, $400,000. That's a guarantee. If you buy it and you ain't able to get $200,000 in the next 30 days, you follow the steps, I will give you your $97 back. I know for sure you'll be able to go get you some funding if you follow the steps. Every resource and tool that I'm giving you is going to get you to that big bag. Okay. I already told you Chase Bank. Go look it up. Chase Bank will give you $150,000 with no documentation. They looking at their credit. They looking at what your adult report card say. So the credit sweep, 4-day credit sweep, it's an aggressive credit sweep. It removes all negative, derogatory, erroneous, and obsolete items from all 3 credit bureaus, TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian. It's the most aggressive credit sweep there is out there. And I done had a bunch of them. 7-day credit sweep, 14-day credit sweep. The 4-day one is the most aggressive. Then you get the trade line plug. You can go add a $50,000, $100,000. You can go add an auto trade line to your credit report. You leveraging somebody else's perfect credit, leveraging somebody else's high credit limit on your and having it reflect on your credit. So when you go get the funding, they see somebody that already loaned you $50,000. It's reflecting that on your credit report. So we don't mind loaning you $50,000. We don't mind giving you $100,000. Oh, they didn't have that for 11 years. Yeah, you can get up to $200,000. So this allows you to do that. After you go get the funding, a hard inquiry is going to hit your credit. You want to keep your credit in the same shape, so you get the 24-hour hard inquiry removal. That's a whole bundle for $97. Just recapping before I get out of here in 10 minutes. These are only live, only opportunities, meaning you can get it for $97 while I'm live. When I end this live, you got to buy it individually. It will not be bundled. If you need it later, and I have people all the time calling me like, hey, I just barely seen your video. You still got that opportunity? No, I'm telling y'all now specifically, it is a live only opportunity, meaning while I am live, that's the only way you're going to be able to take advantage of the opportunity. So I have that whole credit, get yourself together, credit funding, all that credit boost, credit removal, credit boost, credit funding, and the hard inquiry removal for $97 while I am live for the next 10 minutes. Okay. Next thing I have that I offer to you guys is I offer the medical courier. I call it medical courier. It's really courier. It's really courier because you can, like I said, go pick up some cleaners for somebody. If you got a TWIC card, now you're able to get onto the military bases. If you go get your hazmat added from the DMV, babe, you're making $1,000 per day transporting some poop or transporting a heart. I know that sounds disgusting. Right? Now, you don't hold the heart in your hand. You don't hold the kidney in your hand. No, it's properly stored. It's properly packaged. You set it on your seat. You drop it off. That's $1,000. You can have you $5,000 in one day. You just need to know the play. And I have the play. I have the 150 plus apps. And not only do you get the 150 apps, every time that we update it, it's updated on your list. So when we first started, we only had like 74 apps. We're up 150 continuously being added. 2 more was just added like 2 days ago. Continuously being added. And then I'm going to throw in how to make $2,000 a day because all you need is to play. It's good to have the list and use, okay, let me go and sign up. Let me put my car on there. Okay, as long as I'm a 2006 and over model, then they will allow you to drive for them. They do not want to pay Amazon. They do not want to pay FedEx. They do not want to pay DHL. They go on to you. They have contracts. You can go look it up while I'm talking to you right now. Courier contracts. Go look on Indeed. When the people are out looking for couriers, they have received a contract from the government. Because these are the type of operations that you are doing using your vehicle. You can make your car payment in your vehicle. You can make your Christmas money in your vehicle. So I'm going to give you the medical courier list. It's 150 apps plus the $2,000 play per day for $97. Period, point blank. Okay. For $97. The land bank list. I talked about how, you can go buy you some land for $300. You talk about how you can go buy you some land for $300. That's already valued at $1,200. In 48 hours, you can have $1,200 in your bank account. Selling it. You can hold the land. You can go use the credit. Say, let me get the credit sweep for 97 and let me get the land banking. Because I'm going to go buy the land and then I'm going to build my own house on it. Okay. And after I build my house on it, I'm going to use their money to build the house on it. Literally. You got the funding place, so you know where to go get the funding. You got the land banking list, you got the land banking workshop, and you're entered into a raffle that one person will win 0.11 to 0.16 acres of land. This is what you can do when you own land. See how I'm in need of something so that we can still be out here on our assignment and I have digital assets to be able to get up on here and sell. I'm ready to join inbox me. You got to be serious. Listen, it's live only. Information is on the screen, okay? Information is on the screen, brother. If you're ready, go ahead and make your $97 payment and I will send you the information. This is a live only opportunity that I'm giving these to y'all for $97, okay? Once the live end, it's over with. And the live is going to end in about 6 to 7 minutes. I'm just recapping what I went through. My husband have the whole non-CDL start to scale. If you go type in on Google or you go type in on ChatGPT, what is the best recession proof, inflation proof, pandemic proof business or niche to start in, non-CDL is killing it. You know how many people that my husband is reaching, especially in the Hispanic community out in California, where they making it aggressively hard for you to get a CDL? You don't need no CDL. You don't need no CDL to make you $5,000 to $7,000 per week in non-CDL. Courier is a part of non-CDL. I don't got to have no license to get in my car to go drop off stuff. I'm literally handing y'all wealth, not slave wages. If you like trading your time for money and worrying, trying to figure out how I'm going to do this, fine. This ain't the life for you. But if you're looking at how I can take $97 that I would regularly spend on PG&E, spend on rent, spend on food, spend on something that ain't going to bring me nothing back, then I'm going to have to wait till I can get some more money. No, get you some assets that you can make money from all the time. If I need a way to make money, I got so many digital assets, I can make money. My husband, the whole non-CDL from start to scale, $97. He's going to show you how to get started. Do you know what a dispatching business? That is the number one. Go look it up on Google right now. There's 3 niches that will make you millionaires in 2026, and dispatching is one of them. You can make 6 figures for 1 hour. Making sure you keep drivers, going to their locations. That's it. Hey, Stanley he's in Florida. He needs a load going to Georgia. And when he get to Georgia, he needs a load coming back to Florida. Cool. That ain't going to take me nothing but 20 minutes. I charge what I want to. I don't need no LLC. I don't need no degree. I don't need no experience. I don't need no tech skills. Nothing. Let me go ahead and go to this load board. Let me click on this to get him from Florida. He's going to be picking up at 1 o'clock. When he drops it off, I know it's going to take him about maybe 6 to 7 hours to get to Georgia. So I'm going to have this pickup ready for him like in 12 hours. He'll load that and then take that back to Florida. Boom, I'm done. Dispatching, he gives you all of that for $97 in the non-CDL start to scale, how to start it, how to fund it, how you ain't even need no money for no fleet. All of that is inside of this non-CDL start to scale workshop. He got workshop, he got literature, everything you need to get started. He's selling it for $97. Okay. All right. So I've given y'all, was there something else that I put on here? I know I said the credit bundle for $97. I know I said the medical courier with the $2,000 a day play for $97. I also said the land banking workshop with the list of land banks in all 50 states, including Puerto Rico, and you get entered into a raffle to win 0.11 to 0.16 acres of land for $97. The non-CDL start to scale, okay? The most profitable business. If you didn't even want to go out there and drive, you don't have to drive. My husband don't drive no trucks. My husband don't drive no trucks. Ever since he started his business in 2022, he ain't drove not one truck. If he want to drive, he can. And be like, hey, you want to take this load with me? Because my driver want to have a day. Listen, you want to go with me? Yeah, I'll go with you. Or either he'll go to his other driver. I think me and my husband have only took one trip to North Carolina. And that's because he didn't want to miss out on that $3,500 to go drop off something. And then got him another load coming back to the house for $2,500. $5,000 to $7,000 a day. And if you get somebody to do it for you, to drive for you, you cut them off their little piece for driving for you, you making money to sit at home. You dispatch your own loads because you get shown all of that. $97, can't beat that, okay? Now, I am looking for 3 people who got stories to tell. If you got a story to tell, this is for you. If you've been sitting on your story and you done been through some stuff, been through some divorce, been through some church hurt, been through abuse, been through a dysfunctional family, I don't care what it is, been through a health scare, made it, whatever your story is, I got something for you. I got an opportunity. I'm only looking for 3 people. Okay. I'm going to tell you straight off the top. I'm going to help you write your story. Not only am I going to help you write your story, I'm going to help you publish your story. I'm going to help you launch your story so that you become a bestseller, and you're going to be a part of the Storytellers Academy, where we will have a red carpet experience. You will be on an anthology project with myself, me, you, and these 3, and then we will have snippets of your story in a documentary style format. Okay, where we can produce on a TV show that I'm on. Many of you guys don't know that I have my own TV show on JD3 TV. When I first come up on here, I'm gonna show you. This is my sizzle reel for my television station. I really don't, mention it. Certain people have been with me. I've showed you guys multiple people who have wrote their books. After one of the sisters who took this course with me and wrote her story, she died after we were believing. She had a mastectomy, and she wrote her story about it, where she had her breast removed. The cancer was gone, so they say. After she wrote her story, before then, I'm an author. I have 2 books out there. So I'm not just telling you, hey, you want to join something that I did. No. Did this before. One of my sisters was very hurtful. She wrote her book, started her coaching program, and then all of a sudden she took a turn for the worst. So I have not even mentioned nothing about JD3 TV, nothing about any of that. I'm in a network. I'm in a circle. We have a Millionaires sale, a cruise every single year in January. We get on a boat. You get access to this type of people. Being connected. It's always going to be your connections. Every year we get on a boat. There is 30 to 40 millionaires or billionaires that get on the boat with us. We pitch what we're doing for the upcoming year, and they are obligated to donate. Obligated. All 30 of them, all 40 of them, however many is on the boat, they are all obligated to give into what it is that you're doing. So you get access to this type of stuff. But I wanted to show y'all, this is the sizzle reel for my TV show.
Hello, Dr. Tawana Worlds by birth, also known as a disruptor. Did you know that millions who grow up in poverty also die in poverty? Have you ever heard the saying, what good can come out of the hood? Well, I'm here to disrupt for just a minute. Yes, I was that little girl that grew up in the hood, grew up in the ghetto, single mother, absent father, eating out of the trash can just to survive. But I was also that girl that determined way back then that I was not going to become a product of my past. And now I help others do the same thing. I'm not a victim, I'm a victor. I help men and women from similar backgrounds find value in their own vault and create wealth from within.
Okay, so that you seen it in the beginning, JD3 TV, and that you seen me telling a story, Storytellers Academy, from rags to riches. Okay, how to turn your pain into prosperity. I'm looking for 3 of y'all who want to go with me and one of my mentors to tell your story. We're gonna write it. We'll have your story written in a day. Okay, there's a way, there's systems, there's tools. Help you write your story in a day. We're gonna publish that bad boy. And then we're going to launch a campaign where hundreds of thousands of people will get eyes on your book, which makes you a bestseller in several niches. Okay. Then we're going to do an anthology project where your book, you're going to have your story in my book. You'll be able to make your royalties off of that. Okay. 4 of us, me and 3 others. You'll be able to tour with us. You'll be able to take the stage with us. Be able to go to a red carpet event in California about our stories, okay? Meet some very prominent people, and then have a piece of your story put into a documentary, give you more exposure, give you more brand authority. You'll be able to be invited to podcasts, to television stations, news shows, radio stations. You'll be able to take the stage, go to schools, be invited to government, government events, different things of that sort. I'm only going to let 3 people in for $297. When it's live in, baby, you're going to pay me $2,997. One of my mentors is over in Dominican Republic, and we are working on a project over there where we are helping people over there tell their story. So the $297 is not because it's a cheap watered down service. No, the $297 is going to allow us to get the success stories, the testimonials, so that we can build something offshore out of the United States in the Dominican Republic. Okay? Any 3 of y'all on here? I'm about to end the live. Anybody want any of the $97 offers? You got to let me know. Okay? You got to let me know right now before I end the live. Anybody want any of the $97 opportunities? Speak now or forever hold your peace. Let me know which one you want. If any of you are the 3 that is ready to turn your 2026 up, you're not scared, you just need somebody to help you and coach you. You're going to get live coaching on how to do all of this. You're going to get my assistance. You're going to get my help. It's $297. Okay. That's a Christmas gift to you and not to me. You get to go with Dr. T. As you can see, a lot of the prominent people that I have and still am connected to. You seen Grant Cardone. He's one of the real estate moguls. You seen my brother from Dallas, Texas. He's a real estate mogul. You didn't seen the jet rides. You didn't seen all of that. Okay. You didn't seen it. You get access to that. I don't never bring people into my network unless you are in my Millionaires Monarch. Then you can get access to those type of connections, because those connections would change my life. I'm connected to a lot of people, whether you know that or not. Don't think that just because you don't have 1 million people on your live and all of that. A lot of that has to do with these platforms suppressing my information because I'm a truth teller. Okay. A lot of that has to do with that. If I want to go viral, beloved, I can go viral. Go check on my TikTok. If I want to go viral, I can go viral. If I want to have a lot of people following me, I done been there, did that. I don't like the weirdos. I don't like the stalkers. I don't like that. I don't like people thinking I'm finna just join to her and get alongside of her just so I could usurp things. No, I'm very discerning. There's a reason why I only take a couple of people at a time. Okay. There's a reason for that. Trust and believe. I'm not new to this. I've been doing this for 6 years. If I wanted that type of attention, that type of negativity, I don't like that. I don't want to be social media famous. I don't like that at all. When I go viral, I literally have to shut my phones off. And it got to be something pressing to make me go viral. But I know how to go viral. I know how to make content. I know how to make controversial content that go viral. I just don't like that. I don't like putting people down. I don't like, meddling in people's business. I just don't like that. I don't. Bit. So that's the reason why I come out and I just get a couple of handful of cousins and then we run with that. Okay. If you are one of the 3, speak now, forever hold your peace. This is a live only opportunity. Okay. When I hang up this live, if you want to write a story, God been dealing with you about writing your book. You've been stuck. You done procrastinated on writing your book, all of that good stuff. If you know God been dealing with you, you're going to pay me $2,997. And if it ain't you, it's going to be somebody else. I literally come here and offer my cousins opportunities. I know the cousins that follow me. Okay. I know y'all. So I try to put you in a better position like these other cats are in position. And clearly you see, I don't be on here like that. So this ain't no, I gotta come over here. I gotta do. No. Y'all will see me today and then don't see me for a week and a half or 2 weeks. And then you got people like, when you getting back on YouTube? I missed you around. No, bro, I'm not finna waste my time with no people who ain't trying to go nowhere. If you like your Section 8, your Social Security, and you like the stuff that this dang on government is doing to you, then have at it. If you don't need no extra money, but stay out my inbox and talk about I'm living here and I ain't got this. No, because I come by here and present opportunities to you. Why would I give you a fish to eat? You're going to be hungry tomorrow. Let me show you how to fish so you always have a way to eat. Simple as that. Okay. With that being said, Brother Stanley, if you if you want it, it's yours for the taking. Okay. I am out of here. I love y'all. Don't ever say God didn't send help. You will never stand before God and say, I didn't know, I didn't have no help. He gonna remind you every single time. I came by here with an opportunity that you passed over. Poor is passing over opportunities repeatedly. If you ain't got $97 to invest in yourself to make you more money, then what are you doing in earth? What are you doing with your life? Ask yourself that. That's going to be the question of the day. If I'm out here working and I'm out here, waiting on, why don't I have money to invest in me to do the things that's going to actually help me make more money, to do the things that's going to get me out of this situation? Why don't I have money? And notice just how deep you've been played. Just how deep you've been pimped out by the system. Because that's crazy. I'm not using all of my money to pay no bills. If I'm working, some of that is going to go into an investment to get me from working one day. That is for sure. I'm not using all my money to pay no damn bills. I'm not using all my money to give back to no damn government while they get rich and I get poor and my family get degraded and desecrated. I'm not doing that. And what the hell is really going on where you ain't got $97? How, if I say, I ain't even gonna do that. I'm gonna shut up. Bye, y'all. I love y'all regardless to the fact. Still love you, okay? Stay out my inbox. Talking about, I'm giving you a PSA right now. Stay out my inbox. Scared money don't make no money. I don't even want people around me like that. Because I'm not that type of person. I walked away from food stamps. I walked away from Medicare. I walked away from cash aid with nothing to stand on. Nothing at all. Scared money don't make no money. You keep your scared money to yourself. You keep your fears to yourself, okay? Whenever the Lord presents you an opportunity, that ain't something you got to pray about. People crack me up. Oh, I got to go pray about it. Really? Oh, okay, bet. All right. Love y'all.